My child, what if I told you that you have to leave this place within the next 3 days? What will you do? Will you hesitate and cling to what is familiar, or will you trust me, even when the path ahead seems uncertain? I know the thoughts running through your mind right now. You wonder why I would ask you to uproot yourself, why I would call you to leave behind the comforts you've known, the people you've grown attached to, and the plans you've carefully made. But my beloved, do you not see that I am calling you to something greater? I am preparing you for a season of transformation, a journey that will lead you closer to the purpose I have designed for you. I have seen the burdens you carry in this place, the silent tears you cry when no one is watching. I know the frustrations you bury deep in your heart, the dreams you've put on hold because the environment around you has not been fertile ground for them to flourish. My child, I am not asking you to leave because I want to strip you of comfort. I am asking you to leave because I desire to plant you in a land where you can grow, where your faith can deepen, and where my promises for you will begin to unfold like never before. There is a weight that this place has placed upon your shoulders, and you have carried it for too long. You have become so accustomed to the struggles here that you've begun to believe they are a permanent part of your life. But I am here to tell you, my child, that this is not where your story ends. This is not the land of your final victory. This place has served its purpose in your life, but now I am calling you to step out in faith, to trust me with your future, and to walk into the blessings I have already prepared for you. Do not let fear hold you back. Fear will whisper lies into your heart, telling you that you are not ready, that you are not strong enough, that you do not have what it takes to begin again. But my child, I am the one who strengthens you. I am the one who equips you for every good work. I will not send you where my grace will not sustain you. If I am calling you to leave, it is because I have already gone ahead of you to prepare the way. You may ask, Lord, where will I go? What will I do, my beloved? Do you not know that I am your guide? I am the lamp unto your feet and the light unto your path. You do not need to see the entire journey to take the first step. All you need to do is trust me. I will show you the way, one step at a time. You may feel as though you are stepping into the unknown, but to me nothing is unknown. I have already seen the end from the beginning. I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. I see your hesitation, my child. I know you are thinking of the things you will leave behind, the friendships, the opportunities, the dreams you thought would come to pass here. But remember this, anything you leave behind for my sake will be restored to you in ways you cannot even imagine. I am the God who restores. I am the God who redeems. Whatever you release into my hands, I will multiply and return to you in due season. There is a door before you, my child, and it is open. It is a door of new beginnings, a door of divine opportunities, a door that leads to a place where your faith will be stretched, but also strengthened. Do not be afraid to walk through it. The enemy will try to convince you that it is safer to stay where you are, that the risks of stepping into the unknown are too great. But do not listen to his lies. He knows that if you walk through this door, you will step into the fullness of what I have for you. He knows that the blessings on the other side will crush the schemes he has tried to use against you. My child, I am not asking you to move in your own strength. I am asking you to lean on me. Let Maine be your strength when you feel weak. Let Maine be your courage when fear tries to creep in. Let Maine be your guide when you feel lost. I will not leave you nor forsake you. I will walk with you every step of the way. You may feel unprepared, but my child, I have been preparing you for this moment all along. Every trial you have faced, every lesson you have learned, every step of faith you have taken, it has all been leading to this. You are ready because I have made you ready. You are equipped because I have equipped you. You are called because I have called you. Do not underestimate what I can do through you, my child. The journey ahead may not be easy, but it will be worth it. There will be moments when you feel stretched beyond your limits, but it is in those moments that my strength will be made perfect in your weakness. Trust me to carry you when you feel like you cannot take another step. Trust me to provide for you when the resources seem scarce. Trust me to open doors that no man can shut, and to shut doors that no man can open. My beloved, this is not just a physical move I am calling you to. It is a spiritual shift, a repositioning in the spirit that will align you with my will and my purpose for your life. You will not only leave behind a place, but you will leave behind old mindsets, old habits, and old fears that have held you back. You will step into a new level of faith, a new level of trust, and a new level of intimacy with me. I know the road ahead may seem daunting, but remember this: I am your refuge and your strength, a very present help in times of trouble. When the storms rise, I will be your shelter. When the winds blow, I will be your anchor. When the path is unclear, I will be your guide. You are not alone, my child. You never have been, and you never will be. I have gone ahead of you to prepare the way, and I will walk beside you to ensure you do not stumble. I will also stand behind you to protect you from every attack of the enemy. You are surrounded by my presence, and my angels are encamped around you. Do not be afraid, for greater is he who is in you than he who is in the world. My child, let me speak to you about time, the fleeting gift that I have given to every soul under the heavens. Time is a creation of my hand, a measure by which your life unfolds, moment by moment, day by day. It is a treasure, more valuable than gold, and yet it is often spent without thought, without care, and without the understanding of its worth. I am the creator of time, the one who holds eternity in my hands, yet I have chosen to give you this finite gift, for within it lies the opportunity for growth, for redemption, and for the fulfillment of your purpose. The place where you are right now is no accident. You may look around and see imperfection, struggle, and delay, but I see the stage upon which I am shaping your destiny. Every moment you have been given in this place is significant. Every breath a reminder of my sustaining power in your life. The question is not why you are here, but what you will do with the time and the chances I have placed before you. Do you understand the weight of this gift, my child? Time is not yours to waste, for it is not endless. It is a gift I have entrusted to you, and one day I will ask you how you have spent it. You see, the enemy desires for you to believe that there is always more time, that you can delay the important things, that you can wait to answer my call. He whispers to you that there is no urgency, no need to act now, but my child, do not be deceived. The time you have is precious, and it cannot be reclaimed once it is gone. There are opportunities before you, divine appointments that I have set for you, and they are tied to this very moment. If you delay, you may miss them, and the blessings I have prepared for you will pass you by. Consider this: every moment you spend in doubt, in fear, or in distraction is a moment that could have been used to draw closer to me, to step into your purpose, to touch the lives of those around you. The time you are in right now is not random, it is divinely orchestrated. You are exactly where you need to be for the plans I have for you to unfold, but you must see it with eyes of faith. The place you are in, even if it feels difficult, is fertile ground for growth if you allow me to work in and through you. But if you let time slip through your fingers, you will find yourself looking back with regret at what could have been. My child, you may think that the days are long, and that the years stretch far ahead of you, but I tell you this, your days are numbered. I have appointed the times and seasons of your life, and I know the end from the beginning. You do not have forever to accomplish what I have called you to do. Each day is a gift, a chance to walk in obedience, to sow seeds of love and faith, to make an eternal impact. The opportunities I place before you are not infinite, and the doors I open will not remain open forever. There is a time for every purpose under heaven, and when the time passes, it cannot be reclaimed. Think of the parable of the talents, my child. To each servant I gave a measure, and I entrusted them to use it wisely. Those who understood the value of what I had given them acted with urgency and diligence, and they multiplied what they had been given. But the one who buried his talent in the ground out of fear and complacency lost everything. Do you see, my child? The time and opportunities I give you are like those talents. If you use them wisely, if you act with faith and obedience, they will multiply and bring forth a harvest of blessings. But if you squander them, if you bury them in the ground of procrastination and fear, they will be lost. I want you to understand, my beloved, that the place you are in right now is part of my plan. You may not see it, you may not understand it, but I am using every moment to prepare you for what lies ahead. Do not despise the place you are in, for it is a stepping stone to the next chapter of your life. Do not waste the time you have here by wishing you were somewhere else. Instead, seek me in this place. Ask me what I want to teach you, what I want to do in you and through you during this season. Trust that I am working all things together for your good, even when it doesn't feel like it. My child, the world around you moves so quickly, and it is filled with distractions that pull your attention away from what truly matters. But I am calling you to pause, to reflect, and to realign your focus. Look at the time you have been given. Are you using it to draw closer to me? Are you using it to fulfill the purpose I have placed within you? Or are you letting it slip away, consumed by the cares of this world? Do not be like those who let the busyness of life choke out the seeds I have planted in their hearts. Be diligent, my child. Be intentional. Seek first my kingdom and my righteousness, and everything else will be added to you. I want you to value the time and the chances I have given you, for they are not guaranteed to come again. There are people in your life right now who need to hear my words through you. There are hearts that need to be touched, lives that need to be changed, and prayers that need to be prayed. Do not delay, for you do not know what tomorrow holds. The opportunities I give you are gifts, and they are meant to be seized in the moment. If you wait, you may find that the chance to make an impact has passed, and the door is closed. Time is a measure of my mercy, my child. I give it to you not because you deserve it, but because I love you and desire for you to fulfill the purpose for which you were created. But know this, my patience has a limit. There will come a day when the time I have given you will come to an end, and you will stand before me to give an account of how you have spent it. Will you be able to say that you used your time wisely, that you followed my call, that you made the most of the opportunities I placed before you? Or will you stand before me with regret, wishing you had done more, given more, trusted more? My child, hear my voice and take this to heart. The time is now. Do not wait for a more convenient season. Do not wait until you feel ready. I am calling you now because the time is urgent and the harvest is plentiful. Lift up your eyes and see the fields, for they are ripe for harvest. Do not say there are still 4 months, and then comes the harvest. The harvest is now, my child, and I am calling you to be a laborer in my field. Do not be like the foolish virgins who let their lamps go out while they waited for the bridegroom. Be like the wise virgins who kept their lamps filled with oil, ready for his coming. My child, the oil in your lamp represents the time you spend with me, the intimacy we share, the faithfulness with which you walk in my ways. Do not let your lamp run dry. Seek me while I may be found, call upon me while I am near. For there will come a day when the door will be shut, and those who are unprepared will find themselves left outside. The places you are in right now, my child, are not permanent, but they are significant. They are part of the journey I have laid out for you, and they are shaping you for the future I have planned. Do not despise these places, and do not waste the time you have in them. Trust that I am using every moment, every challenge, and every opportunity to prepare you for what is to come. And remember, my beloved, that time is not just about what you do, it is about who you are becoming. Use this time to draw closer to me, to let me refine you, to let me mold you into the person I have created you to be. My child, the clock is ticking and the days are passing. Do not let them slip away without purpose. Value the time and the chances I have given you, for they are gifts of my grace. Trust me with your time, and I will multiply it. Trust me with your steps, and I will lead you to places you could never have imagined. Trust me with your life, and I will use you to make an eternal impact. The time is now, my child. Step into it with faith, with urgency, and with a heart fully surrendered to me. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. My beloved child, as I draw this message to a close, I want to leave you with words from my holy scriptures, words that have stood the test of time and remain alive and active. These words are my promises to you, my guidance for your life, and the light to illuminate the path you must walk. They are a reminder of who I am and what I desire for you. Do not take these words lightly, my child, for they are my breath, given to you that you may know me more deeply and live the life I have called you to live. Meditate on them, write them on your heart, and let them guide your steps as you walk in the time and place I have ordained for you. First, remember the urgency of the time you have been given. Teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. Psalm 90:12. Let this be your prayer, my child. Ask me to help you understand the value of every day, to see it as a precious gift not to be wasted. Seek wisdom, for it will guide you to make the most of the time I have entrusted to you. Know that I have a purpose for your life, and I will guide you if you trust in me. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. Even when you feel unsure or overwhelmed, know that I have already mapped out your path. Trust me, and I will lead you into the fullness of what I have prepared for you. Do not grow weary, my child, for I will sustain you in this journey. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Isaiah 40:31. When the weight of time feels heavy, when the days feel long, come to me, and I will give you rest and strength to continue. And remember, I am with you always. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. No matter where this journey takes you, no matter how uncertain the road ahead may seem, know that my presence surrounds you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. My child, take these words and let them dwell richly within you. They are your foundation, your anchor, and your guide. Time is short, but my love for you is eternal. Walk with me, trust in me, and know that I am always by your side. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I am your God, and you are my beloved. Go now and live in the fullness of the time and purpose I have given you. Amen.